Hi, I'm Naomi, and the person I'm going to be talking about today is Alice Ball. Alice Ball was born in 1892 in Washington in the US, but unfortunately she only died at 24, also in Washington in the United States. During her time alive, she received multiple degrees from the University of Washington and the University of Hawaii, which for a woman of color at that time was unheard of, and she really was one of the first of her generation to achieve such amazing things. In her early career, she got a degree in chemistry from the University of Washington and became the first woman and African American to receive a master's degree from the University of Hawaii. After that, they offered her to become a professor, and she did, making her one of the youngest ever professors and the youngest woman professor at the University of Hawaii. So a bit of backstory about why what she did was so amazing. Hansen's disease, which is also known as leprosy, is a disease that originated in medieval times. However, it was only officially recognized in 1873, and it's a disease that spreads across the whole body, mainly the skin and organs, and it causes severe pain and death to anyone that has it. But in the 19th century, there wasn't a cure to it, and people who had Hansen's would be exiled from their families. They would live and die in these horrible conditions, never without any hope that they would be able to live normal lives again. And this happened all across the world and affected thousands of people since its creation in medieval times. So what she did was she discovered a method that would be able to cure people for the next 20 years. And what she did was she found a way to inject oil that was used for treatment in other parts of the world into people. And in some parts of the world today, this is still used, even though they found other methods since then. But because of the work she did for 20 or so years, thousands of people were cured. They were able to return to their families and live happy lives without pain and relatively normal lives. However, because she only died at 24, her work was stolen and credited to a white male chemist, which was normal at the time. That would often happen. But it wasn't until 8 years later when a colleague of hers, during this research time, published her original data. And since then, this method has been accredited to her and even renamed the Ball method after her and her accomplishments. Since her death, on February 29th is Alice Ball Day, which is celebrated every 4 years. And in Hawaii, where she was working at the time, it's a big celebration in honor of her. And the University of Hawaii gave her the Regent's Medal of Distinction after her death to recognize her work. And if anyone else is interested, there's a 2020 film called The Ball Method, which shows her work and her personal life, which is really good and worth a watch. Unfortunately, because she did die so young, there aren't any quotes from her. There aren't even that many pictures. However, a scholarship at the University of Hawaii is named after her. And the dean at the university said this: "I hope that this scholarship will inspire other people to pursue sciences as a career and to remember Alice's life and what she accomplished in such a short time. She changed the world. How many people can do that?" She's inspired me because she fought both racism and sexism in a very difficult time, especially in America, to do what she loved. And because of that, she saved thousands of people and she made their quality of life so much better. And to me, as a science student, she's a true hero of science and medicine. And her work she's done should definitely be more recognized, like many other women of color of that time who had their work stolen. And this is a way of showing that her work is truly important and she's such an inspirational person.